What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mish, and we are back with another episode of Spill It with Mish. Y'all, tonight we have our very, very special guest, my guy, Y Luck, here from New Orleans.
Y Luck, a.k.a. Street Talk in the building, man. We about to get it popping. You did.
Period. Thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate you for having me. This is a pleasure.
So before we get too far into the episode, I just kind of wanted to shed light to the fact that there was so much going on in New Orleans that the rest of the world no longer knew about. And I really appreciate you for being here on account of that as well. Mm-hmm. But I appreciate how far you've come through all of that. But we're not gonna get into that just yet, y'all. We are about to make our drink of the episode. So tonight's drink is very simple. Y'all, we're still on our mocktail kick. And tonight we are just making a spiked lemonade. And we're only spiking with a little bit of ginger ale. He act like ginger ale is nasty, so he still has to make his drink.
I don't act like it's nasty. Your drink might be good though, so I'm not.
You're gonna try it.
I would take a little bit of ginger ale because your drink might be good.
Okay.
You know, so I'm good with it.
Okay, I need you to help me make it.
Okay, what you need me to do?
So, can you pour some of the lemonade into the shaker?
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I'm gonna go a little more because I want the ginger ale. I want to overpower the ginger ale.
So we're only gonna chill our lemonade right now.
Okay.
I don't like to shake up soda. So y'all know the vibes. Make sure your shaker is secure and closed. If not, you're gonna be spilling it with me. So you know the vibes. So shake what you got in them jeans. Then grab the wall and shake it like a dog. Shake what you got in them jeans.
All right.
And we wait for our ancestors to tell us to stop.
All right.
So you can go ahead and pour yours. Just kind of pour about like halfway so we can top it with the ginger ale.
Did the ancestors tell you to stop?
They did.
Okay,
they
cool.
did.
All
They
right.
told me to stop.
I won't piss them off. Is that saying?
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Yep. And then I'm going to pour mine. And if you want, you can garnish your drink before we throw in the soda. I like candy, so
Yeah.
my cousins like candy as well.
You cheated. You got more than me.
You the one don't like it.
That's why I was trying to get most. So when I put this ginger ale in here.
Okay, that's good.
All right, cool.
So we're just gonna dress her. I got worms. Y'all know me. Love a sour candy.
You know what? I don't like sour candy, but
Those
I'm
are
gonna try
extremely sour.
I'm gonna try it just because you said.
And then I am going to like just pour in my Canada Dry. I like Canada Dry, so.
Hey man.
Okay.
Each his own.
Cheers.
What do we call this drink?
We just a spiked lemonade today.
Okay.
Cheers.
It's actually good.
Cause I'm a mixed
It's actually good though.
Okay.
Nah, that's good for real.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't drink lemonade or ginger ale.
By itself.
But the way you putting it all together, it might have tasted good. So I ain't want to not try.
Thank you for
It's
trying.
your
it.
show.
Thank you. Thank you for trying.
And it was good too.
Period. Thank you. So y'all, I got him to drink lemonade and ginger ale, even though he don't drink that. So
Thanks.
points for me. So let's get into the episode. So tell me a little bit about who you are. Where did Y Luck come from?
So funny story. As a child, I got in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Like a lot of trouble. But I was always very intelligent. I was always very smart, and I always did things that I shouldn't have done, but I knew how to get out of situations.
Okay.
And one day my pops, I was very sarcastic. I just,
Hence the asshole you told me about.
Yeah, exactly. So one day, I was in school and we have this, I don't know if you have it in Vegas, but we have this thing called the LEAP test. I meant to say standardized test. We do have a LEAP test, but it was a standardized test.
Yeah.
And I was in 6th grade and I 100% did nothing in class. Like I failed everything, including PE. Like I had straight Fs. I don't mind saying this because it wasn't like I was, crazy or nothing like that. I just didn't do no work. I wanted to play more. And then they found out eventually it was because I needed one-on-one because I wasn't being challenged. I wasn't being challenged enough. So it was like, I'm not doing the work. Like, 12 times what? Like, man, get this out of my mouth. I'm supposed to be on something else.
Yeah.
That I didn't realize that, but
Yeah.
So I failed that grade.
Okay.
It just so happened that our standardized test, which is supposed to put you in the whatever position you are when you go to the next grade, like if you're
It's like a placement test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I scored the fourth highest in the school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's Mildred Osborne. And
shout your school out again.
Yeah, elementary, Mildred Osborne. So I scored the fourth highest, and then in my grade I was like second or something like that. But and it was of I scored the fourth highest score amongst the people. Mm-hmm. So the teacher was telling my pops, like, we can't hold him back. Like, there's nothing, we can't keep him back.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, my dad was like real strict. He's like, man, he made all F's. He ain't supposed to be able to go to the next grade. And they like, listen, we see the F's, but we see the fourth highest. So we can't legally hold him back because that's a spot that someone else is supposed to have for that grade. Okay. And we would be holding him back just based off the fact that
he didn't want to do
his work. And my pops, I just remember, I'll never forget, we was walking down and he was like, man, you got more luck than sense. And he used to always say that. He used to be like, you got more luck than sense. You got more luck than sense. So fast forward, I was playing football in school, in high school. And I just didn't want to be there. And, it was 5 blacks in the whole school.
Okay.
It's not my, I was living in the hood. It's not my cup of tea. So I would just do stuff, through the desk at the teacher, just do the laser pen at it, all kind of crazy stuff.
Just a mess.
Yeah, so they kicked me out. And then when they said I can't come back no more, I got to find another school, this, that, and the third, the principal actually called my dad and was like, look, get him to write a letter. Yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry, the disciplinarian called my dad, get him to write a letter, whatever. And it was basically just because we needed him to play football. It wasn't nothing special. Yeah. And then my dad was like, they want you to write a letter I wrote the letter, sent it in, and he was like, you got more luck than sense. I said, all right, well, yeah, I'm just call me lucky from here on out. So I just stuck with the luck because I'm going to be sarcastic with it. Now, if you think that's luck, if you honestly think that's luck, we just going to run with luck. Because I know I scored the fourth highest. Right. That's not luck. Right. I know I can catch a touchdown better than everybody else here. That's not luck. Right. They need me. I know that. So, and it as a child, I was arrogant. I was very arrogant as a child, but it was true though. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not luck. Yeah. Luck is they had to pick some names and you was the one that they chose. Yeah. No, that's not how it happened.
No luck at the draw. He said this. It said me.
So I stuck with the name and it was like, yeah, that's what we doing. Period. Yeah. So that's how the name came.
I like that.
And then the Y luck was me just putting a Y on it because I knew that when I got older, most people would be like, or as my entertainment name, most people be like, why him? Why? People always want to know why that person. But I know what I've been through. So I just put the why first, like before you get a chance to put it. Like instead of saying why him, I just put the why luck first. Like I just put why first. Like before anyone else can say, man, why luck? Now you gotta say it.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I think that comes with a certain level of confidence to be able to kind of put projections to rest before they can project on you. Like that's a skilled talent. And quite frankly, I'm mastering just like getting through projections. So to think a step further than the projections, I love that. Stay there. I love that.
So my mind frame has always been, I always thought bigger. You know, I always used to tell people in my city, our number one station, the number one radio station is called Q93. Okay. And my whole time when I started doing music, they're like, man, you got to make a song, go on Q93. Never. I wanted one to go on the Breakfast Club. You got to get a song to go on we had the box. Okay. And what else was it called? I forget what it was called. But Fat and All That, which was our BET.
Okay. And so you mean our like
New Orleans?
Okay,
yeah. Okay. And so I'll be like, no, I needed to look and feel, and I needed to be able to go to BET. Like I never was a
small-minded.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna. I will never diminish anyone's aspirations. Okay. because some people aspire to do just what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna diminish that. Some
Yeah.
people want to be. If I have to make it make sense, some people want to be a director.
Yeah.
And that's cool. They don't want to be in front of the camera. Me, I want to be in front of the camera. I'm not going to diminish them as the director. Some people, when you start going down the pay scale and when you start going down the list, some people want to just do the score.
Yeah.
Some people don't, I don't want to direct. I want to just do the music.
Yeah.
And you can't diminish, you know what I'm saying? So for me, some people was like, man, look, I'll make it on Q93. I'm good.
Yeah.
For me, that's not good enough. Like, I want to make it on 106 and Park. And I also want to be number one on 106 and Park. Like, that's my rap frame. So.
And let's talk about that, because you did that. You did.
Well, it didn't go to number one, but I did have, so the first time it happened was I made a song for Katrina. My first song I've ever made called Walking Through New Orleans. It was just a song for Katrina. It was just, you know.
Our Hurricane Katrina survivor, guys.
Yeah, facts.
Live in the
Facts.
flesh.
So I made the song, and then, you know, I just got a phone call and they were like, hey, we love this song. And it was a remake of Fats Domino's Walking Through New Orleans.
Okay.
And Fats Domino is, you know, who Fats Domino is. So, you know, I got reached out to by MTV.
Okay.
So they did a special on me on MTV Jams. And they played the song like maybe 30 times that day. They played the video. And the crazy thing was when they called me, they said, hey, do you have a video for it? And I'm like, yeah, I got a video. But it was my first song.
Okay.
I didn't have nothing.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, of course I got a video. He was like, can you get the video into us? I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we got how many minutes do you need? I just put a list of stuff that I knew it would be like something on this list could give me 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
So it was like, yeah, how long you need a video to do? What color coordinate? What's the cinematic view? What's the, you know, what do you need? And they just gave me, we got to change this, and this for you. So give me about 4 days. And we shot the video in like 2 days and then shot it to them. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So wait. So when they asked you about the video, you didn't have the video.
No.
You shot the video in lieu of what they were asking.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's very proactive. That's very spot on. And you were not about to miss that opportunity because you didn't have the video.
Listen, most of my opportunities come because but let's just call a spade. I'm a lie and say I got it. I'm a lie and say I got it because I know opportunities matter. So it's like, hey, can you do this? Yeah. Hey, if they can call me and say, hey, look, are you in shape to look like a bodybuilder on camera? Yeah. Well, can you? Can you send us a picture? I'm in the hospital for a few days. You gotta give me about a month or 2. Yeah, I'm gonna say whatever needs to be said to get you some time, to buy me some time. And then in 2 months, they're gonna be like, oh, all right, I see. Be like, look. And then when they say, well, you need to tone up a bit, I know I just got out the hospital, so give me some time to get it back where it was. Yeah, listen, one thing I'm gonna do is figure it out to not miss that opportunity. So, yeah.
I respect that. I really respect that. How do you prioritize your life, but still prioritize like you time through it all? Because like you said, you will do something on the spot, but like that requires a lot of discipline. So where does that structure even come from?
So for me, work is work. And when I say work, entertainment, whatever it may be, that's what it is. And then my kids come before that. So I have to put everything below them. And it's kind of weird because if you don't work like that, you can't do what you need to do for them. So it's a fine line for that. And I'm of the belief that once you get to a certain level, once you get to a certain status, once you get to a certain age, once you get to become a certain person, your life no longer belongs to you anyway. Yeah. It belongs to your kids. It belongs to the public. I say it all the time. You look at a person like Muhammad Ali, you look at a person like Malcolm X. Muhammad Ali wasn't assassinated, obviously. Malcolm X was. But they both of their families had to sacrifice them for us. In order for me to get the greatest boxer of all time, with someone who was a activist, they had to sacrifice him not being at the house. They had to sacrifice him going to jail. They had to, you know what I'm saying? Same with Malcolm X. They had to sacrifice their father being shot. But he went through everything he went through, and they sacrificed that. But he went through that for me. He went through that for you. He went through that for all of us. And they had to sacrifice that. So that's how I look at it. Once you get to a certain level, it's no longer about me. Somebody may watch this right now and say, damn, that's inspiring, blah, 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 blah. I want to do da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm in Vegas. I'm not with my children.
Yes.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I got one of my close friends over here, but I'm not with my family. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I just learned to sacrifice and put me last. If there's even I want to leave today and walk the strip so bad, but I'm like, man, I got a day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna just lay down. And even now, I'm working now. You know what I'm saying? And we get our plane is early in the morning, so it's just I don't look at it as a me. Yeah, I just don't look at it as a me thing. I don't look at it as I got to do for me. I look at it as what am I called to do. So
I respect that. I love that answer. Now, when it comes down to, like you said, you're always working, what does you time look like? Because when people ask me what I do for me, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm doing this is my business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is for me. But that's what I feel like is for me, right? Like, I'm doing this for me. But you just change that perspective. Like, it's not all for me. Like, people look for my messages. People look for this inspiration. So it's not for me. So what does you time actually look like?
Sleep if I could get it.
Okay.
Whenever I realize I have a moment, like during the daytime or something like that, I go to the movies by myself. I go eat by myself because I'm really a to myself type of person. A lot of people are like, man, you always turned up and that. I'm really to myself.
I got that from your car content, like the music and stuff you do in your car. I'm like, oh, he likes to be, like he likes his vibe.
Yeah, I love to be by myself. I love to relax. If I really like you, I could talk on the phone with you for hours, but I'm really like you know what I'm saying? Cut my phone off, don't be bothered. Sister, mama, daddy calling me 50 times. Hey man, you're not answering. I just don't want to be bothered. It's nothing to do with you. Yeah. But my time, and I've always been like that. It's not because I'm tired or this, that. My time is my time and I get so little of it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and I hate to use this reference, but it's kind of like, you take a homeless person and put them in front of the buffet. You can't tell them slow down.
Yeah.
You can't really, they haven't eaten in a while probably. And two, they don't know when they're going to eat again. So it's like for me, I don't know when I'm going to rest again. So how you going to tell me, me and my mom go back and forth all the time because she said, hey, what you doing Wednesday? And I check the schedule. I got this. Yeah. And then she said, well, what you doing Thursday? Oh, nothing. Oh, I know. I'll be like, man, I'm going to relax Thursday. Oh, good. Well, since you ain't doing nothing. Oh, no, that's something though.
Yeah.
And I'm relaxing.
That's my thing. I have it scheduled.
Yeah. So, for me, it's just like the me time, I really don't, like it's hard. I really don't have that much me time. The me time is I'll fall asleep or like, I get them random pop-up days where people will schedule something or people will cancel something that was scheduled or I get a random pop-up day and when we fly back tomorrow, I gotta go, change, get done because I'm doing a pop-up show for somebody. Like I'm popping in and doing a verse or two.
Okay.
For their performance. So it's like it's a never-ending like
How long have you been doing music?
2013.
Okay.
12.
Okay. 12. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So quite some time.
Yeah.
So do you currently still perform all the time or it's just kind of as it comes?
Music for me now is more of a hobby.
Okay.
And more of like an outlet. BP, my guy over here, he talks about tattoos being therapy for him. But for me, that's my therapy. Going in the studio and letting out whatever it is I gotta let out. And sometimes I
love your remixes.
I appreciate
you got
that.
some really fire
listen,
so you need to get in the booth.
Man, everyone keeps telling me
I
need to get back in. But again, even those aren't for me.
Right.
Those are for the people asking for them. Like, I'm not getting in there. Like the ones you're talking about is all sex.
Yeah.
All for women.
Yeah.
So I'm not making those for me.
Right.
I'm making those because I have inboxes of women saying, hey, I need this, I need this, I need that. So for me, music is therapy though. I'll get in there and a lot of times I'll just be in the studio. It's like, just put something on. And I have over maybe 150, 160 songs that nobody's never heard, but I'll just go in there and make it. And pulled my heart out. I just cried in the studio, and you know what I'm saying? Just, whew, I got that out.
Yeah.
And then now I don't even, you know, it's over with. Mm-hmm. And if there was a time I come back and look on it, I'll go listen to that song. It's over with again.
Dang, start sharing them with your social media
Nah,
family.
I can't. A lot of them I can't because like I diss my family.
Okay, don't put those out.
I go on. I go in on. I
be writing letters and burning them.
Stupid ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I cut up on them. But it's my therapy to let, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like talking to a therapist.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I can let that out, knowing I'm never gonna put that out. And I love my cousin to death, and we don't have no issues no more. And so it's like, but at the time, I gotta get that shit out.
Okay, I love that. Now we briefly, I know. Stop.
No, it's good.
I'm gonna have to. I'll share the recipe. I'll share the recipe. But so let's go back to Hurricane Katrina, because like I feel like we breezed over it, but I feel like again there's so much the rest of the world did not know before TikTok maybe 2 or 3 months ago started to have people from New Orleans like really start to cover. What has been happening there? Like, what is New Orleans looking like now? Because I mean, like I said, we see the good parts, right? Mardi Gras, we see that every year. We see it. We see it every year. But like, what really happened there for you guys?
It was so I could just say this. Imagine this. Imagine. I'm just gonna because I don't remember the days, but imagine Friday leaving your house. And just imagine you took a trip. Okay. And everybody imagine you took a trip. Okay. Friday.
Yeah.
And you left Friday with, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You left with 2 suitcases of clothes.
Okay.
And then Monday, the only thing you had in your life to your name is those 2 suitcases of clothes. But you don't know that for that weekend.
Right.
But Monday, you watch the news and find out, oh shit, I have nothing to go back to.
Yeah.
And it's literally like, so I know people hear about Katrina. I know people talk about Katrina. I know people think about Katrina. I know people remember the remnants of Katrina, but people don't really talk about or understand the fact that, you know, you take my daughter's mom and her family, right? Mm-hmm. I was in New Orleans when Katrina hit. They left with my mom and my family. So Friday, I'm just giving you, because I don't remember the exact days, but Friday, so to speak, they left. My mom even told me, hey, I'll be back. You just go to Baton Rouge, which is an hour and some change away. We this way in Georgia, you'll never be able to get to, because you was on the interstate for 24 hours if you was trying to get out of that traffic. And just stay there. Wednesday, when we get back, we'll meet back up, And that was how it was. You just, hey, I'll catch you Wednesday. Wednesday when you get back, blah, 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 blah. So my daughter's mom, her mom, my daughter, her little brothers, they all went with my family to Georgia. And then eventually rerouted to Texas, to Dallas. My daughter, her mom, my daughter's grandmother, and her 2 uncles have never lived in New Orleans again.
Wow.
So it's like that's just my family. Right. And that's just this much of my family.
Right.
So they left on a Friday thinking I'll be back Monday, and have never come back. And we talking about my daughter's 21.
Right.
She was 1 when she left. Wow. So for at the very least 21 years, these people left a home that they thought they would be back in a weekend. And they've been gone for 21 years. They've seen it, but they never lived there. Wow. They've never moved back to New Orleans. And that's not just their story. That's a lot of people's stories. Like, I just have to up and leave. And now I have nothing to go back to. I have absolutely nothing to go back to. I have friends in Dallas, some of my partners I went to college with. Same thing. They left, and now they're grown men with families and careers, and they just never moved back to New Orleans. It's like Dallas is their home. And if you would have, and I don't want to keep harping on this, but if you were to tell those dudes, along with my daughter's mom, along with her brothers, along with all of those people, if you were to tell them Friday when they get in the car, you're not never going to live in New Orleans again once you get in this car. You will see it again. You can kiss this shit goodbye. Nobody's going to believe that. Mm-hmm. Man, we going for the weekend.
Yeah,
got a storm.
We'll be back.
Shut up. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That is a different perspective because it's like that's people's norm all the time.
Yeah,
like, that's people's norm. Like we're gonna leave for the weekend. We'll be back. We do it all the time. Like we shoot to California real quick, come back. Wow, that's intense. Right. So what caused you to like not get up and leave?
So people don't talk about this enough, but a year to the date prior to Katrina, maybe a weekend or two off.
Okay.
They told us it was a mandatory evacuation. Okay. And the storm is coming and da-da-da. And my pops is one of them, like, man. He take care, everybody. When he talk, you listen. Mm-hmm. So my dad was like, we ain't going nowhere.
That he shit, like, do the door, like, put the stuff up.
And he works, he worked offshore in the middle of the ocean. So he knew how to track storms. He knew how to do all that. So he's like, hey, we ain't going nowhere. When I tell y'all go somewhere, that's when we leaving. Okay. So for that storm, which was a year prior, they was like, it's a mandatory evacuation. Everybody got to leave. My dad is like, we ain't going nowhere. But a lot of people left. Now you talking about people who now have to up and leave for the weekend, and New Orleans is one of the lowest poverty cities in the country. Mm-hmm. So we don't have money to leave like that. Fast forward to the day the storm was supposed to hit, not even a drop of rain. We were outside. I have a Superman cape that my daughter gave me. Mm-hmm. I was outside because the wind was blowing real hard. I was outside letting the wind blow my cape in the middle of the street like this. That was the worst that happened, was that the wind was blowing. Mm. Other than that, it didn't rain. Okay. It didn't even rain. And that was supposed to be the worst storm ever. And it didn't even rain. So now you fast forward a year later, mandatory evacuation.
So y'all like, no.
This is the worst thing supposed to hit. I remember the last time you niggas said that. Shit ain't happening. Right. So a lot of us ain't leaving. Right. A lot of them I ain't. And my daddy was like, man, we ain't going nowhere. What the fuck what y'all talking about? Yeah. And then like a day or two before the storm, I was already in Baton Rouge. I went to Southern University, so I was out there by my godbrother. And my daddy said, yeah, it's time to get the fuck out of here. For whatever reason, he was like, it's time for us to get the fuck out of here. Everybody pack up your shit and leave. Let's go. Mm-hmm. And so everybody followed my daddy. So he was like, no, we going this way. Okay. Because it's going to tear that up, but it ain't going to tear over here. And then once it tore that up, he made the circle around and went to Texas. Yeah. Okay. So that's why so I stayed, because initially my daddy was like, we not leaving. So I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to just go for the weekend. I'm going to go to my godbrother's house. Yeah. Well, he lived right off of campus in some apartments. So I'm like, I'm going to go over there for the weekend. And y'all, if y'all ain't leaving, fuck. So while I was gone, he made the decision to let's leave.
So you were already away?
I'm already away. And he's going that way. The problem is to come this way, go that way, or, well, not really coming this way, but going that way or that way was to drive an hour out. You may have been driving for like 18 hours to drive an hour away. Wow. And you couldn't get back in the city. Once you was out the city, it was over with. So I was already there. And my daughter was 1. I took her from the hospital, so she stayed with me. Mm. So I would leave on the weekends, go make music with him, to me, he was the closest thing to a brother I ever had. So I didn't mind just chilling with him. Mm-hmm. We went, and I hadn't seen my daughter for 3 days. It was only no more than 3 days I hadn't seen my daughter since she was born.
Right, because she's still,
in a year and some change.
Yeah.
And she still is a daddy's girl. Oh. So it's almost like Nobody
She like right
at that point, nobody could hold her. Nobody could play with her. She's like right here. Wherever I went, she right here. And to the point where sometimes she didn't want to be up under her mama. So it was 2-3 days. It was like, and then after that, it was like, no, you gotta come get her. She not sleeping by my mama. She not sleeping by my sister. Like, she crying for me.
Okay.
So when I left and they went that way, we were thinking 3 days at the max. Man, I ain't seen my child for 4 months. It's the worst 4 months I had in my life.
I bet.
The worst 4 months
I
I had.
bet. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's all good.
How do you feel when people do you feel like people project what they think happened during Katrina? Like
They do that with everything, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
People project what they do. They project what. I had this. It was me and 16 Q dogs in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm not a Q dog.
I was about to
but
say.
It was me and 16. Well, it was me and 15 of them.
I'm just kidding, Q's.
It was me and 15 of them.
Oh wow.
And the one because my god brother's a Q dog, and they always accepted me with open arms. They used to always say, "You're honorary Q. You're honorary Q." So it was all of us in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Whoa, 15?
Yeah,
okay.
in a 1-bedroom. And so we was at the Chinese restaurant. And I don't think people understand, but they just talk aggressive. They're not mean. They talk aggressive. They take words out. Like if I were to say, "Where are you going?" It sounds more aggressive if I say, "Where you going?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just remember the lady was, and my god brother was this big. He's smaller now, but he was this big. His line brother was this big. One of his other line brothers was this big. And it's like 4 of them that big, and me. And we went to the buffet, and they told us we could eat for free. It's called the Great Wall in Baton Rouge. The lady was like, "Oh, you eat for free, no problem. You and Katrina?" was like, "Yeah, oh, you eat for free, no problem."
Oh.
They ate so much food. It's a buffet now.
Right.
That she came back over there. She said, "Oh, you cannot eat no more." But this is what she told us, though. This is when I realized everybody just projected the same thing on us. She said, You from New Orleans?" We was like, "Yeah." "Oh, you house drowned?" And we was like, "Oh." But when she said it, I knew exactly what she meant.
Right, yeah.
Like, did my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's not there no more.
Exactly. Or it flooded.
Yeah.
His house drowned.
That's how it came out.
And how it came out. But I understood that she was just saying, "Oh shit, did this happen to you?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
yeah.
I just realized that they do that in there. And then, with COVID, people always project how they feel on you. And it's not a bad thing. If they haven't been through it, they don't know.
They don't know. And we ask questions, but sometimes it's literally the way that the question comes out. But I do appreciate you for sharing that.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I feel like that was a little deep.
Yeah.
We got deep.
And let me say this too, before we get out of the deep part. I don't think people realize how fucked up mentally New Orleans people are.
Yeah.
Because we are the only people probably in the world that I'm thinking of within the past, if you're 35 or older, within the past 35 years, we are probably the only people who has been through a 9/11, right? Where the whole world was on alert. Who has been through a Katrina where you left and couldn't come back home. And who has been to a COVID where you was inside and couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So the shit we've been through, it's no disrespect to you.
No.
You had to go through COVID.
Right.
You had to stay inside too. But you couldn't fathom what we went through with Katrina. Right. So now we go through that through Katrina, and then 15, however many years later, we now got to go through that with COVID.
Do you feel like that's something that is like within the people of Katrina or the people of New Orleans? Do you feel like that's something they're not addressing, or do you feel like people are a little bit more mentally aware that they probably do need some type of mental health?
I think people understand they need help. They just don't know what type of help. Okay. People don't, my partner True said something the other day, crazy people don't know they're crazy. And so I think mental health, I think therapy should be free in New Orleans.
Okay.
I think therapy should be free in New Orleans because you don't know what you've been through until you know what you've been through. So I'm sitting here saying, oh, I'm good, until I get there and they say, tell me about your earliest memory. And then you tell them and they like, it's a joke. It's a joke. I don't care. I understand. It's cool. When I was little, I lived in a garage in the backyard. My family, my mother, my father, me, and my sister lived in a garage. I used to sleep, see that wooden thing right there? I used to sleep on something like that.
Okay.
My mama made pillows and then she taped a blanket on top of it, but it would get hard.
Yeah.
But that was where I slept.
Yeah.
For years. We had no bathroom. We had one door.
Okay.
3 windows. When I had to pee, I had to go outside because my grandmother would lock the door at night. If I had to shit, I had to hold that shit for the next day. But I used to sleep on a wooden box. But until I tell you that, it don't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
When I tell you that, because to me, I had the best childhood in the world because I had fun. But when I start telling the therapist that, when I start telling that this person and that person that, they're like, bro, that's not normal.
Yeah.
That's not. You think you had fun. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not normal until I start thinking and I start writing lyrics and, you know, in the pain songs and I'll get into my lyrics and I'm like, in the lyric, I'm like, I'm pissed off because we ain't worried, but pissed off because I ain't worried what the money go to. And I'm pissed off because we ain't living like the Huxtables do. But this is shit I'm thinking back about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where our money went.
Right.
But now that I'm thinking about it, why the fuck wasn't we living like the Huxtables?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I know my pops was at work and I know my mama was at work. I was fucked up. Yeah. We don't know we fucked up until somebody tells us and then we find out, oh, we fucked up.
Yeah. That's very true.
We can move off the light shit now.
Again, thank you for touching on that too. That's really deep. So I talk a lot about mental health within like our people. I talk about the fact that we don't really address it, and like you said, we don't know we're crazy until somebody like points it out. Like this is not normal. So especially with you being a man, what do you do to manage your mental health besides bury yourself in work?
That's really it. Like I just come to terms with crying. You can't cry as a man. You can't do it. So I go in the shower and cry, like, and I just let that shit out. And then I just understand that, you know, it is what it is. I talk to people. So at a very young age, I was taught when you do interviews for sports, because I never did nothing but play sports. Okay. And it was like when you do interviews, you always shout out a coach and a player. Don't never make it just always about you. Shout out a coach and a player. So a lot of times, like one of my good close friends, BP, who's also here to production for the podcast, he has his own podcast. Okay. And he talks a lot about mental health. And he does that. So I know that there's times I could call people like him and just be like, what's up, bro? Or we could just sit down and we travel. He travel everywhere I go. So, you know what I'm saying? I could sit down and talk to him. Hey, bro, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he it's really bouncing off each other. Yeah. But pause. That was wild. But it's really like, you know, hey, bro, I'm dealing with this. You know, you dealing with that. And it's really, you got to have somebody you could talk to. If you don't have nobody you could talk to, especially that understands, to me, he's a mental health guru. Yeah. Because he'll sit you down and like on his podcast, and I like to do this, it don't matter because everybody knows we shoot. What's the name of the podcast, bro?
The Hood Buddha Podcast.
The what?
The Hood Buddha Podcast.
The Hood Buddha Podcast.
Hood Buddha Podcast. Y'all go check it out with my partner BP. Listen, when he talks, a lot of his guests, they'll start crying because that's what he does. So those are the type of people I have to talk to, and he might not even know us sometimes. Like I'm just sitting down and say, man, you know what's crazy? And we have a conversation back and forth, whatever, and then he's like, man, you know, and that to me is how I get my therapy out. Because a therapist don't know me. He or she only know what I'm telling him. He know me. He know my every day. So by him knowing every day, it's kind of like he gonna be like, yeah, I know you saying that, but I know you.
I just seen a post that said,
you know
therapy don't work if you lie to your therapist.
Yeah.
I said, are y'all clocking my tea? Like, please get out of my business.
So he's the type of person I could talk to and just be like, hey, bro, this, that, and the third. And I could be like, bro, why nobody don't want to talk to me? He would be, and I'm not saying I ask him things like that, but he would be the one to be like, bro, you like to be by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
But a therapist wouldn't know that because I wouldn't tell a therapist I like to be by myself. I tell a therapist, I don't know friends. That's how you do with therapists. You lie to them to make it sound like you are not the problem. Somebody else is the problem. So, but when you talk to people that are your friends and people that know you and people that love you and people that respect you, they know you. So you can't lie to them. I can't lie to my partner.
Yeah, you know me in real life.
So that's what I do to cope. I go in the shower and cry.
I love that you're talking about this. Men need to understand there's a place. You know what I mean? Like if you guys don't trust, like just to cry in front of just everybody, have your sacred places. But don't hold it up. Don't hold it up. But we got really deep. We got to get into our game.
Yeah, come on.
I'm about to beat you real quick. So we're about to play song association. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a word. You got 15 seconds to sing that portion of the song. So the word portion has to be in what comes out, okay?
So give me an example.
So if I say sunshine, I got sunshine.
So I have to sing I got sunshine.
No, but if that was the word, you have to sing the portion of the song that has the word.
I'm saying I have to find, so if you say sunshine, I have to then find the song and say I got sunshine. Okay, cool.
And you have to tell me who it's by and what the name of the song.
Fucking me up now. I was gonna do the first part. I don't know how I'm gonna figure the next part.
No. If not, you are drinking that.
All right, got you. All right, hold on. We should have spiked it for that. That would have really gave me.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, come on.
All right, so the first word is ego.
I got a big ego. Oh, such a huge ego.
Who's
Beyonce.
That? Period. Ego. Okay, so that's number one. You got one.
Does that mean you have to drink?
Yeah, I'll drink. I'll take a.
Because I don't know how this go. I don't know if you just asking me or I'm asking you. I don't know how it goes.
No, so what happens is if I give you a word and you don't guess it, and nor do I know one, I have to take a drink.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So second one, star.
My superstar. Shining like I don't know who the fuck sings this song. I don't even know how I heard this song.
You gotta take a half a drink.
Yeah, I do, because I don't even know who's that song.
Are you talking about? No, that's not it. That's Cutie Pie. You're the reason. That's what.
Yeah, but in it they say superstar. I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know who they say.
Okay, so we're on this. Okay, maybe I should take one too because I don't know. But wait, I had a song for star.
Oh, go ahead.
I get money, I'm a star. Stop.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, you got me. You still drunk it. I ain't mad at you.
I'm a good sport. Second one, or third one. Child.
Is this children work? I believe the
children.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Because that's just more than one child.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Whitney Houston. I believe in you and me. No. What the fuck's the name of that song? Shit.
Close enough. Close. Half a drink.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of that song
is. That's okay. You did well. Okay. Fourth. Let's do money.
I got plenty money. Plies. Plenty money.
Period. Okay. Last one.
Okay.
Let's make this one a little hard.
Okay.
Every day. The word is every day.
Sheesh.
If you don't get this, wow. John Blank, your 15 seconds are way past
Gee, I couldn't think of nothing every day.
Every day I'm hustling.
What? How did I not think of that shit? Yeah,
imagine if we would have added alcohol. Like, it's so much
harder. I'd have been drunk.
It's so much harder.
I'd have been drunk. And then my mind would have went blank because Part of me would have been thinking, shit, I gotta drink another shot.
That's usually how it goes.
Damn.
That's usually how it goes. Did you enjoy yourself today?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh
man.
my
I like
gosh.
this. This was fire. This was fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and close out,
Okay.
okay? So cousins, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Thank you again for being here tonight,
y'all
my
for
boy
having me.
Wyla. Can you please shout out your socials so if they're not following you, they can follow you?
You can follow me at street__talk STREET__TALK. And that will actually send you to my TikTok, to my I forget
Instagram.
That is Instagram. I forget the other one.
Facebook,
Twitter. Not Twitter.
YouTube?
The yellow one. I can't never Snapchat.
I'm like,
I can't never think of that shit.
Okay,
Also follow my bro, so you can follow his podcast. What is it?
The Hood Buddha Podcast.
The Hood Buddha Podcast.
But they can follow you and go to the podcast.
Fam Life BP.
Fam Life BP, spell regular. FAM Life. Shouldn't have to tell you how to spell it. BP. Go follow my dog also.
Thank you again. Good night, cousins.
All right, cousins.